Hello, everyone. Happy Monday to you guys. Today is Monday, March 21st. Happy spring to all of you. It's Monday, March 21st, and I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop, and today we are here for our Flosstube. It's Monday Flosstube time. So hello. I am so glad you guys are here to join me. Thank you so much. Hello, Tammy S. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Country Gal 854. Happy spring to you too. Hello, Sandy. Oh, sunny California. Hello. Let's see, Margaret. Gorgeous in Kentucky. Hello, Margaret, as well. I'm here on time for once. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Dawn. Snowy Colorado. Are you getting snow out there today? Hello, Deborah. Hope you're having a good day too. Hello, Huckleberry. Hello, Jen. Hello, Valeria. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Kim. Hello, Felicia. Hello, Debbie. Like having coffee with a friend. Oh, good. Let's see. Hello, Gayleen. So happy you are here. Hello, Jody. Hello, Tammy P. Hello, Susan. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Susan. I got my March Madness week 1 quilt top piece. Nice. Hello, Martha. Beautiful sunny California. Hello, Debbie. It's beautiful in Illinois too, isn't it? It's gorgeous here today. Oh my gosh, we're going to hit 70 in Wisconsin. It's beautiful. Hello. Carolyn, Debbie, Vicky, hello. Spring is springing and a few birds are actually singing. We heard that yesterday too. Hello, Kara. Hello, Brendy. Good to see you too. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Audrey. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Carla. Hello, Stitch and Granny of 17. Recovering from the first surgery waiting. Well, good. I'm glad to hear you are recovering. I hope you are well. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Stephanie. Celebrated my daughter's 17th birthday last Friday, and this week my birthday is on Friday. Happy early birthday to you, and happy belated birthday to your daughter. Hello, Heike. Larry. Hello, Lisa. Hello. So, how is everybody today? It sounds like it's good weather, mostly for people. So that's really good. Good weather for everyone. I'm happy to hear that. It's gorgeous here. It's going to get not so gorgeous again. Did everybody have a good weekend? I don't think we're quite done with winter yet. We are still going to have some not so nice weather before we can really say that we're into spring. Kim says we are 80 degrees in Nebraska yesterday, but rain, snow for the next couple of days. Yeah, so that's kind of the way what we're going to be getting to after you, I think. Really beautiful here today, but then we're supposed to have rain and snow and wetness and stuff coming through over the next few days. So our weekend was good. How was all of your weekends? The weather was nice, so the kids got outside to play a lot, which was really nice. Music Man was this weekend, so my oldest daughter was in the pit for Music Man. So she had 3 performances. So she was really tired by the time she got home last night. They had a performance Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, and then they had like cleanup and all that kind of stuff. So she didn't get home until like after supper or right around supper. So she was pretty tired after her busy weekend, but we went and saw the show. It was really good. They did a great job. And so it was really nice to see it. And lots of basketball. Yes. Kim says it was a long basketball weekend. Lots of basketball. Our family does a bracket within our family. Like all the kids fill out a bracket. Even our little one My husband helped her fill out a bracket. So we all do brackets, and then we see who wins the March Madness game in our house. So it was a weekend of like, oh my gosh, my team lost, or this and that. And then my neighbors who live right next door, they filled out brackets. They were talking to the kids, and the kids were like, yeah, we're doing brackets. And so they filled out brackets, and I got home one day and there were brackets sitting on the porch. So we've just got people joining in, and it's lots of fun. I'm so glad that they brought brackets over, and we're having lots of fun with March Madness. So it's good. It's good, good, good. Hello, Kim. Carla says, I'm getting my threads for my beautiful blessing charts of Savior's Praise. Oh, it's going to be so fun. You're going to love it, Carla. Oh my gosh. Nancy, when do your kids have spring break? Next week. I believe it's next week. Yeah, pretty sure it's next week because it's the last week of March. So they will be on spring break next week. Spring break right now in Arkansas, says Carla. Gonzaga, go Zags. Our family does a bracket too. I'm in second place right now. You are. So I am in first place right now. I'm tied for first place with my son. But he had Baylor, Auburn. He had Auburn winning it all, and Auburn lost. And so he's still holding in there with, but I think as you go further and you have more teams left, you get higher points. That's like how my husband does it. And so I don't think he's going to hang on until the end with Auburn out now. Hello, Sandy. The past week in Kansas. Go Jayhawks, says Nancy. So bummed for our Kentucky. That was a big loss, Margaret. Oh my gosh. We were watching that game, whatever night it was on, Thursday night or Friday night. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, who is St. Peter's? Where did they come from? So it was an exciting weekend of basketball for sure, and stitching and other stuff. And you'll probably notice, hello, Lori. So glad you're here. You'll probably notice that I did not do the Sampler Madness, March Sampler Madness stuff on Instagram like I was planning to. And the reason for that is I remembered that last year when we did it, I gave you guys like a full week plus to put your sampler requests on the YouTube episode that we talked about it on, so then I could gather everything. So I felt like it maybe wasn't enough time. And I did it the second weekend last year. So I thought I'm going to give people more time, which I'm glad that I did because I saw Kim popped out there and added some more samplers to be entered into the Sampler Madness competition. So I'm going to do that this coming weekend. So keep an eye on my Instagram stories this coming weekend, because we'll do the Sampler Madness starting this coming weekend and see which sampler is the last sampler standing. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. Susan, you and my son both, because he had them winning everything. So he was pretty bummed too. I stayed up watching Arizona last night. It was so late when it was done. It was because my husband was going to stay up and watch it. He didn't end up staying up and watching the whole thing, but he was kind of into it, into the game for a little bit. Debbie, hubby went to UK. That was a rough loss. That was a rough loss. It was. Oh, good. I was worried that I missed the Stitch Madness. No, you didn't. So I wanted to be sure to give you guys a heads up. Stitch Madness is going to start this coming weekend. So I'm going to write down all the samplers. I'm going to put the bracket together. And I don't really put them in a specific order. I just kind of take them as I pull them off of your comments, and you'll have two samplers that, match up against each other. And people vote for those, and another two will match up, and people vote for those. And I'll go through all the samplers that people put out there. And we'll see which sampler ends up going the distance and winning our Sampler Madness competition. Hello, Tracy. So this weekend, Sampler Madness, this coming weekend. I know I told you last weekend, but then I thought about it a second time and I thought, no, I should give people more time. So we'll do it this weekend. So, okay, what else? I have lots of stuff to share with you. I have some Granny Square stuff to share with you. Some new charts that just arrived in the shop to share. So first up, I'm going to share the last time we were here, we did talk about the stitchy stand and how I was not using one. And I wanted to hear what you guys thought about it because I couldn't decide if I needed a stitchy stand in my life or not. I was kind of dragging my feet about it. I just couldn't decide. And Lori was on and she was like, Angela, you need a stitchy stand. It will be a big change for you. So, like a big improvement in your stitching process. And I was like, oh, and then you guys chimed in and you were like, really, you should do it. So I finally got one and I decided to give it a try. And you guys, it's a big improvement in my stitching process, even in my not so great stitching setup. It's a big, big improvement. So I have my little scissors here on the side. I have my scissors needle minder. If I want to put that on there, I can do that. I usually take my small needle minder off and I put it over here and then have a small needle minder for my needle. If I don't want to use this, and I stick my pattern in here and I just plop it right in front of me. So I have my stitching light here and it goes like this right in front of me. And then this is right in front, sitting in front of me, like on a lap desk type of a thing. And it is so nice to not have to disrupt my stitching process, to pick up my pattern and look at it and then count, and then set it back down and then get back into stitching. Now I can keep everything in my hand as I'm stitching. My pattern is right here in front of me. So it's upright, it's right in front of me, and I can just look up, figure out what I need to do, and then get right back into it. So it really is, no joke, a big improvement in my stitching setup. It makes a huge difference to have that pattern upright and right in front of me so that I can see it. So I gave it an honest try. I went into it with a totally open mind and no bias attached, and I really like it. Having your pattern upright and right in front of you, huge difference. Huge, huge difference. Martha says, I love the stitch stand. Works great when I stitch on my bed. I bet it will work for a road trip too. Yeah. And the other thing is that it's really light. So it's not, it's very light and convenient. It's not, if you're going to travel with it, it's not like it would be a huge burden to take along. Amanda, hello. You are welcome, my friend. Also considering purchasing the stitch stand. Payday can't come soon enough. I got my bonnet and all my zipper charms. Oh, good. We had so many charms flying out the door. It was so good to see all of those going out. Bring some happiness to everybody's stitchy setup. Okay, so I have some progress, you guys. Mark the date. I have some progress to share with you. And then I have lots of information about granny squares to share with you. So let me share with you my progress first. With my new stitchy stand, apparently I just had to stitch some more. So I jumped in, picked up Fall on the Farm. This is the first one. This one's called Farm Fresh. We're doing a stitch along. And we are actually working this month on chart 2, which is Old Farmhouse. And then chart 3 will be coming at the end of this month, so pretty soon. And so I'm a little bit behind, but I'm still loving this stitch. And I did end up picking it up and I got just a few more stitches in. So progress is progress. Valeria, you did. You got your Juki. And do you have it? Is it at your house? And have you used it? And what do you think? Hello, Carrie. So happy you are here too. Happy Monday to you. Okay. Yeah, so just a little bit of progress. That is where I'm at. Almost done with the stand. I'm kind of excited to do that little gingham bottom at the bottom right here. These are super cute. I'm excited to do the little birdhouse. I love the little pumpkins. I'm not looking forward to the back stitching, but it's super cute. Are you guys liking your Fall on the Farm? I know a ton of you are stitching this too. So are you liking it so far? Are you enjoying it? Valeria says, yes, she has it. It's set up and I will play with it tomorrow. I hope you love it. I love mine. I think you're going to love it. You're going to love it. The petal cuts your thread for you, which is super nice. What else? It goes very fast. That's also kind of nice. Sandy says, love it. I think I'm going to start it sometime this week. Oh, good. Valerie says, what cloth are you using? I am using, this is when I wish I had those library cards of Lori's to help me know. This is a 32 count linen, and I feel like it's country mocha. I think it's country mocha, but not the mottled kind, because there's also a vintage country mocha that has mottling, but this is country mocha. Maybe it's by Wachell. The mottled kind is maybe by Zweigart. I'm not sure, but it's 32 count country mocha. Linen, although I had to go back and look because it feels like a Lugana to me. Like every time I stitch on it, I was like, is this linen? Because this feels like a Lugana. But I went back and I looked and the label said 32 count linen. So, and it, it does, there is some unevenness to it, but not as much as some linens. So that's that. So that's my Fall on the Farm. Finished 1 and need to start 2. Jen, I saw your finish. You're loving it. That's good. I love it and making my way through chart number 2, says Carrie. I'm loving Fall on the Farm, says Margaret. I love that wagon. I know, I can't wait to get to that fun stuff. I was just kind of doing the outline stuff above, so I'm anxious to sink my needle into some fun stuff from the stitch. Tammy P says she loves it. She's starting the second one. What size? So 32 count. Carolyn says, do you use a hoop with linen? No, I stitch in hand as often as I can. I think the only time that I use a hoop or a Q-snap is on 10 count, which I rarely stitch on anymore. I don't really stitch on that anymore. So in hand is typically what you'll find me doing. Hello, Debbie. So glad you're here. Hello, Chris. So glad you're here too. Kathy says, Angela, did you get my email about ordering more fabric for Fall on the Farm? Remember, I emailed you about the fabric. Oh, yes, that's right. I will have to take a look at that. I did get it. I read it, and then I think it got buried. So I apologize for that, Kathy. But I do remember you needing more. I just need to go back and look at your email and refresh my memory about like what count you needed and what cloth we landed on. I feel like we landed on Clay Barn Gray, maybe, if that's right. I'm not sure. Oh, bye, Stephanie. Have a good meeting. And then finally, I got this done. Well, where is it? This. I finally got it done. If you recall, I kept needing $9.93 and I kept forgetting to get it. So every time I would sit down to stitch, I would be like, oh my gosh, I don't have $9.93 yet. I really wanted to get this done because I want to move on to some springier stitching. So, and I didn't want to leave this hanging. And so I really wanted to get this one done. So I'm going to try to get some of so this is Stitch Card Set C by Lori Holt. And this is the little hat, the little stocking cap. Super cute. I love these little stitch cards. Oh my gosh. They're so fun. And the reason that they are so fun is that They're such a quick and satisfying finish, and it really helps you get your stitching mojo back. Like, if you're kind of feeling in a stitchy hole, um, these will do the trick because they're really short and fast and fun. And so now, whoa, yeah, we're moving on to these. This is Stitch Card Set D, which actually shipped to you guys a couple months ago. And this flower is the first one. And I am getting ready to stitch that one up right now. Except I'm trying to decide what cloth to do it on. I did all of these. Hello, Deanna. Sandy, yay, you did get some progress done. I did. Angela, you could keep a list of your cross-stitching details in the notes section of your Lori Hole planner. Oh, I sure could. I sure could do that. You know, I've never used the library cards, but I like the idea of using the library cards. Every time I watch Lori's Flosstube, she just, because then it travels with the stitch. It can stay in the bag with the stitch. But I don't have them in the shop. Do you guys use those and do you like them? And would you like me to carry it in the shop? Because I'm kind of thinking about it, thinking about adding those to my process. And then I will have all of the information written down right there to travel with the stitch, which I find convenient versus having to go look someplace else for it. So what do you guys think about that? Do you like the library cards and do you use them? And would you like Happy Little Stitch Shop to carry them? Kathy says, one of the size you originally sent with the kit, 14 count. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. I have that ready for you. I just need to send you an invoice. I have it all ready for you, Kathy. I did do that actually, and then I just didn't do the final step of sending you an invoice, so I will get that out to you. Yeah, so I like the idea of just putting it in your project bag, and then you have everything right there that you need written down. Um, and plus, I know that when she does her framing, she puts them on the back. And for future generations, you know, especially stitches that are significant, I think that would be really cool to think of my, like, who knows if this would ever happen, but to think of my great grandchildren someday saying, "Oh, grandma, great grandma stitched this on this and this and this and this year." And, you know, you could even add like a little story to it, like stitching this during the snow squad of 2022, you know, something, some fun story to put on there. And I feel like it would be so cool to have future generations have all of that information right there. So I don't know. I like thinking about stuff like that. Tammy S says yes, she would try it. You're welcome, Kathy. You can use library cards for quilts. Just keep them in a box for reference. Oh, that's a good idea too. Haven't tried, but sounds like a good idea because one can keep with the stitch. Yes, I'm such a record keeper. I would probably do both. Yeah, see? So I'm gonna try to get some, I think. Oh, oh my gosh, Lori. You would use them, Lori Holt said. I would use them. Really? I see you use them on every floss tube. And I always think, oh, that's a really good idea. I should do that. Oh my gosh, that was a good laugh I needed today. Thank you. I would love the library cards and pockets. Oh, good. Sandy says, yes, I love the library cards. I use the cards for my stitching, and my daughter uses the cards in her books with her name, date, and thoughts of, oh, wow. Now that's a really good idea. My oldest daughter would love something like that. That's a really good idea, Sandy. I keep notes while a stitch is in progress, and for my finishes, I keep photos in an album. Oh my goodness, with all the stitching details. That way I can flip through and see all my finishes and who I gave gifts to. Oh, that's really nice. Kim thinks it would be a good idea. Yes, I would like the library cards. Lori. Hi, Lori, you silly girl. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy the snow is melting. Sandy, you and me both. I have been tagging you on Instagram. Hello, Lori. Hello. So I love these stitch cards, and I'd kind of gotten away from them. See, this one is on the sparkly cloth. Oh my gosh, I love it. So I did all the winter and Christmas ones on this sparkly cloth, and now I want to move on to the spring ones because I'm feeling spring, and I'm glad I got through with the final one from set C. Here are the other ones from set C that I already made into pillows. The hot cocoa, I love that one. The little snowman and the skate. And that's the fabric on the back. So these three are from set C, and whoa, and this is the final one from set C. So I just need to turn it into a little pillow. And but first I want to get maybe a couple of these. They go so quickly. I just want to get a few of them done and then have like a pillow making session quick. So that's my plan. Lori says, I use them for reference at the time. And yes, I use them for books too. Oh, that's such a good idea. Debbie says, I give away most of my stitches so far. So also keep photos. Oh, that's a good idea too. I think the cards would be a good idea. Okay, I'm sold. So I'm getting the library cards. So be sure to come back to Happy Little Stitch Shop to get them. And I'm excited to start using them. Because the other thing that Lori does, which I think is a good idea. And I mean, so many ideas are so good that Lori has, but this one struck me as something that I feel like would be good for me as well. Is she has kits, cross stitch kits kitted up and just ready to go. And so I've never done that. I always just kind of keep a running list in my head, like, oh, I really want to stitch that someday, or oh, I really want to stitch that someday. And how nice to just like kit it up and then it's all ready and you can just grab it and start stitching when you're ready to do that. So I'm also thinking about that a little bit, getting everything kitted up and having like a drawer full of stuff that's ready to go. Okay, so maybe you guys can help me. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. So I'm thinking I want to do this. I did all my winter ones on a sparkly cloth. I did the fall ones. You can't even see the modeling, but it's supposed to be kind of modeled. There's supposed to be some modeling in there, but you can't really see it. But this is like vintage mocha, vintage cafe mocha or something like that. And then a lot of the other ones I did on mushroom. This one I did not stuff enough. And so this is okay. So I'm debating about doing more of the spring ones on mushroom or switching to, I want to keep it in like the 25, 28 count Lugana range because then the pillows will all be kind of similar in size. So this is Lori's Shadow 25 count Lugana. It's a very, very light gray. And I think, oh, okay, the sample was stitched on Overcast, which is darker. So that's what the sample was stitched on, was Overcast, which is a darker gray. I'm feeling like maybe lighter. What do you guys think? I would like a vote. I can't decide. So I would like you guys to tell me what I should do. I give away most, oh, I already read that. They are multifunctional. I love the sparkling cloth, which I would have used that with mine. I love the sparkling cloth too. And Michelle sometimes brings that stuff back. So I'm hoping that they'll bring it back at some point. Like sometimes they just kind of retire it for a little bit and then they bring it back. So I'm hoping that they bring that back. Hello, Lonnie. Hello, Cindy. Just need the linen for each one. Adorbs is Tammy S. Thank you. That's my fave, Lori Holt flower. This one, yeah, it's super pretty. Super pretty. And also with my quilts backing and all. That's a good idea, Gayleen. I make my stitch cards and showcase them in a shadow box on the wall in my kitchen. I change them out with the months. Love them. Oh, working on set L now. Oh, and I have set L. Oh my gosh, why didn't I get that online? I have set L, the new one that just came out. It's so cute. And I have it, and I just need to put it in the shop. Set it aside, and then I didn't do it. Lori says, it helps me so much to keep track of what I'm stitching, but especially what cloth I use so I can use it again for another project if I loved it and I know exactly what to buy again. That's a good idea. I think you should do a really light cream that's a little more on the white side. Love the shadow cloth. Lighter. Okay, so not the mushroom, Heather. You're saying go lighter. Little cards. Yay, Miss Patty! Yes! These are perfect for that. They're manageable. It's easy. It's not a lot of color changes. It's not a lot of switching out thread. These are perfect for learning how to cross stitch. So yes, I'm so excited for you. And that makes me really happy to hear that. Sandy says loves the shadow color. Deanna says I like it. Looks a little vintage. Looks lighter look is springish. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, Susan. So I'm kind of regretting a little bit that I did the other spring ones in a darker color. I like that color for fall, but Springer, I was thinking spring, I was thinking lighter too. Love the shadow color, says Susan. Light looks modern to me and darker more vintage. That's true. When choosing cloth, says Laura, you need to keep in mind if there's any white in the design. If so, you will need to use a cloth that the white shows up on or you'll lose this. Okay, so there is the bee. So those bee wings will probably be too light on the shadow. Or the shadow will be too light for the bee's wings, I think. Yeah, because I don't want to lose those cute little wings. So it might be too light. Hello, Barbara. Oh, so then maybe that's why they went with overcast, because it was a little bit darker and then the wings would show up. Because see, the wings show up nicely on there. So I have overcast in the shop. I should probably just use that. I should probably just use overcast. 25 count Lugana. Miss Patty Cat Lady, everyone remember to smash the thumbs up button. Sandy, you could use the mushroom for the bees and then it will blend in with the other ones that you use mushroom with. That's true. That's true. Button smashed. So I'm moving on to stitch card set D. I will keep you posted on what fabric ends up winning. And I finished the hat from set C. So I'm excited. And I have set L. I just need to get it listed. So set L is here, and I will try to get that listed today if possible. I have such a problem with white showing on fabrics. Yes, that can be tricky. On this other one that I'm going to show you next, I tried like 5 different whites before I finally landed on one. And that is when you do all the wonderful back stitching, says the stitcher from the 80s. When you say they do, you mean me? Yes. Because I choose the cloth and go, well, then I shouldn't even question it. I should just do what you say. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know if you chose it or if other people were part of that. So that's actually good to know. I like that because I trust you. Not that I don't trust other people, but I really actually don't trust a lot of other people. So that's probably a true statement. Backstitch the wings. Oh, I don't like backstitching. I just don't. I try to avoid it at all costs. Okay, so I think I'll just use what Lori says to use in the pattern. I'll just use overcast. Okay, Savior's Praise. My Sabbath Stitch, which you guys, I am really loving this Sabbath Stitch thing. I think it's fabulous. I love it. I love it even more when I actually have time to do it or make time to do it. So this has been a recurring thought and a recurring discussion between my husband and I. And, you know, God put it in front of me again yesterday through a discussion with a friend. And it's so important to take time. Take time, especially on Sundays, because that's what it's meant for. So this discussion with my friend prompted a whole other discussion. My husband and I went on a walk with my little one. It prompted a whole other discussion. It's like, come on, we should be in control here. And if this is important enough to us, then we need to make it happen. So it was very, very, very good. It was good discussion. And I got some stitching done on this yesterday. So that felt really, really good too. Lori says, yes, on my designs, I design literally everything no one else does. That's good. I like that. Showing our age, Barbara. Okay, so Savior's Praise. This is by Shakespeare's Peddler, and I'm loving this. I feel like it's going to be really hard for me to find another Sunday sampler, a Sabbath sampler that I am loving as much as this one. Like this one just it it captured so many things for me personally, like hymns from church and kind of the meaning behind it, and I just love the look of it. And I'm already starting to look for my next Sabbath stitch, and I'm having a hard time finding something that compares to this one for me. So I'm kind of struggling a little bit. I've got time, so something will likely come up, but I am struggling a little bit with that. Okay, so here I made some good progress. Look, it's a little wrinkly, even though I did try to iron it. I got the whole top done, you guys, except for I need some yellow up here. So I was going to try to use Weeks Dye Works whiskey, which I have literally ordered every week since December, and every week it's been on back order. So I still do not have it. So I've left open like all of the yellow because I'm pretty sure that's what you used on yours, Lori. But I think I'm going to have to find a new yellow. So I would love for recommendations from anybody who's stitching this. Those little pops of yellow that Lori added to hers, I thought were so, so pretty. So I would like to do the same thing, but I need to find a yellow that's going to work with that. So other than these two flowers right here, I have the whole top done, which is like super exciting because when I started, I was like, I'm never going to get this whole top done. It's never going to happen. But I did. I got to this part where it's the greatest of these is love, which I love that. And then the rest of this went pretty quickly. I got my 2022 on there. Piece. I can hold it up a little closer for you. So there it is. I love it. I am loving it. I love the red. I love the colors. I just need to find a yellow. I just need to find a yellow. Country Gal, Angela just sent you an email about the fabric for the Year in the Woods. Okay. Barbara, I know, right? Must be why I never change anything on your designs, Lori. Your cloth and colors are always perfect. Simply perfect. Sandy looking great. Thank you, Sandy. Sandy says, holy cow, Angela, that looks beautiful. Thank you so much. It looks gorgeous, says Margaret. Have you sent the invoices yet for the Lori box you mentioned? Hopefully this weekend. I haven't received an email yet. I have not sent it yet. Nope. Thank you for reminding me. The plan is that I'm going to try to get those out this week. So keep your eyes peeled this week. Sandra, love it so much. Hi, Colleen. Deanna says, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. So pretty. Angela says, Kim, thank you. Gorgeous. Angela says, Colleen, thank you so much. Stitch and Grinding of 17. So pretty. Thank you. Kara, beautiful. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Martha. Yes, Angela used all of the called for except the 2 DMC that I showed in my Flosstube. Yeah, 320 and then the red one, which I already switched those. but I can't get my hands on whiskey, so I need to find a substitute, a good, substitute for whiskey. Lisa says your Savory Price is looking good. Thank you so much. Susan, looking so good. Thank you, thank you. So, I'm having fun with this. I'm loving it. I'm so happy that, that I saw Lori doing her Sabbath stitch, and I was like, "I need to do that because that looks like fun." Because it is fun. So, that's my Sabbath stitch, and now I put that over there to cut up Edna. We're gonna be doing Edna tonight, so I hope you guys will join me tonight for, Chicken Salad Live. We're gonna be working together on Edna, just hanging out and sewing for about an hour together, 7:30 Central Time. Now I want to stitch that. The cover photo does not do it justice at all. It's really pretty, Barbara. It's really pretty. And it's enjoyable. You know, it's enjoyable. If you break it up into little sections, it makes it feel more manageable and not overwhelming. And I'm really liking just picking up and doing some stitching. Like I'm kind of my my head is made up that I'm going to be stitching this for at least a year. And so there's no rush to like get it done. Do you know what I mean? Maybe there will be come December and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I got to get this done this year." Um but it's really nice to like not have a deadline hanging over my head and I can just pick it up and stitch it and enjoy it and not worry about adhering to some schedule that needs to be followed. Yes, Jen. Yep, I am. So well, I guess last week we didn't, but the week before we did a daytime one. And so now this week we're going to try the evening one. Um, and then we'll probably switch and do a daytime one again. So I think we'll switch back and forth. That way everybody can have a go at it when it works for them. Edna is your favorite. Who said that? Oh, Lisa. Edna is your favorite. Hello, Sharon. So glad you are here. Yeah, I need to pull. Which one is Edna? Let me get. Oh, look, I did Henrietta. Let me look. Oh, how am I going to know? I'm not going to know. This doesn't have a name on it. It's not going to tell me. This will tell me. Which one is Edna? I feel like she's got the blue wings. Yes. Oh, she's so cute. All right, let me show you. In case anybody doesn't know who Edna is already. I don't know. Let me show you. My fingers are not cooperating today. This is Edna. Oh, she's so cute. So this is what we're going to be working on tonight for anybody who wants to sew with me tonight. I'm planning to try to get Edna done tonight. Okay. I have my Savior's Praise as well. So far, we just stare at each other, wondering what will make the first move. The cross stitch. You can do it. Just jump in and have fun every stitch of the way. All my stitches feel like at least a year. Oh, no. Are you expecting cross stitch cloth this week? 25 count Lugana white. Yes. I just received. Nancy, was it you? That asked for that? I have it. I have to double check it, but I believe it's 25 count Lugana. I know it's white. I'm pretty sure it's 25 count Lugana. And if you're the one who asked for me for it last week, Nancy, then I have it. I have it. I just need to get it cut and packaged and ready to go. And you just needed a fat quarter, right? I think you just needed a fat quarter of it. That's good info on color of cloth. Yes, just start with one X at a time, and you will do it. You will totally do it. Okay, before we move on to granny square stuff, I do have a few new charts that arrived in the shop, so I'm going to share these with you. Okay, first up is Love Never Fails by Barbara Anna Designs. Love Never Fails. I feel like somebody asked for this. So if you asked for it, I have it. So Love Never Fails. Listed in the shop, ready to ship. And it's the scripture verse. Love is patient, love is kind. It always protects, always trusts, always perseveres. Love never fails. So that's what it says in the heart. So that is here. I also have by Little House Needleworks, the Goodall Sampler. This one is really pretty as well. I'm loving samplers more and more. So this is the Goodall Sampler by Little House Needleworks. And then, Stephanie's not here. Stephanie asked for this one. Oh, you are, Lori. Maybe that's where I saw it then. Yes, you shared it just on your last one. I forget about all of the different names, but yes, okay, that you must be where I heard it then. So Lori shared on her last Flosstube that she's stitching this for her anniversary stitch, and she's loving it. It's very cute. Or very pretty. I don't think cute is the right word. It's very pretty. May I ask you any information about 14 count script? Yes. I have it. I have it, Cindy. Just send me a note. I love that Little House Sampler. Yes, it is very pretty. Oh, okay, Stephanie. So it's here. Stephanie had asked for this. This is stitching in Quilt. And I'm not even going to attempt the designer name because me trying to say it out loud wouldn't help anything. So this is called Stitching in Quilt. Look how cute that is. Now this is cute. Look at those thimbles up here with the thread and the little mice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And look, she's doing cross stitch and a cute little house. So this is super, super cute. And they have a whole series of stitching in something like there's a stitching in Christmas, stitching in Halloween, or no, maybe it's Christmas in Quilt, Halloween in Quilt, spring in Quilt. They have a whole series. Hello, Chris. I don't have the pattern Mercy and Grace, but I can see if I can get it for you. Which one, Nancy? Nancy says that's gorgeous. What is it stitched on? This one? This one is stitched on, gosh, it's in not a very easy to read font. It just says, and part of the problem is I think some of it's in French. So I think it's 32 count linen, but it doesn't give a color. So 32 count linen. This one is stitched on 32 count dirty linen from Zweigart. And this one is stitched on 36 count straw from Weeks Dye Works, which I can get, by the way. I can get Weeks Dye Works linens. One of my suppliers does carry them, so I can get those. Expect to see an order from me later. If anyone wants to do a stitch along, let me know. It's so cute. Would be if you had bifocals. Bifocals can make you read French? Oh my gosh, I'm so missing out. Now I need to get bifocals. I'm teasing you, Colleen, but another one of our happy little stitcher friends, her name is Sharon. She used to try to tease me and convince me that if I wore bifocals, I would hear better. So bifocals are like a miracle thing that they help you speak other languages, they help you to hear better, they help you to see better. Yes, 36 count. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, they are a miracle. They're a miracle. Okay, and here's my last sampler. Maybe I saw this on your Flosstube too, Lori. I feel like this looks familiar. You'll have to tell me. Um, it's Mrs. Campbell, 1805. So Mrs. Campbell, 1805 sampler by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. And the middle of it says, keep your work clean and pay attention to it. Look, isn't that pretty? Colleen says she truly believes Sharon. And food tastes better with Bible. I don't need any help in that department. So that's not a sales point for me. That's not a selling point. But look, isn't this pretty? Did you show this on your Flosstube, Lori? I feel like I've seen those hearts somewhere that somebody stitched them. But it's very pretty. Mrs. Campbell, 1805. Okay, those are the new ones that I have in the shop. Okay, I need to cut for Edna this afternoon. That's what I'm doing. I did not show it, but it's pretty. Oh, okay, then it wasn't you. Why do I feel like somebody else did those hearts? Maybe somebody, I think this was one maybe that somebody requested for our sampler, our March sampler madness competition. I think this might have been a request by somebody. So that's going to be happening. Oh, please don't fall. That's going to be happening this weekend. Instagram stories, pay attention so that everybody can vote for your favorite sampler. Oh, and one more thing before we move on to Granny Square stuff. I added a new stitch along. I sent you an email about Mrs. Campbell. Oh, you did, Kim. Then maybe it was you. First time here. I love Mrs. Campbell. Hello, Rachel. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Added new song. Oh, yes. Brandy, because Brandy was the one who brought it to my attention. She shared this with me, this chart that is so darn cute. So for anybody who likes Little House on the Prairie, this is the sampler for you. It was actually designed by the designer with Little House on the Prairie in mind. It's called Prairie Life Sampler, and it's by Heartstring Samplery. This picture is not fabulous, but it will give you an idea. It's like the Ingalls family in the big woods. In the big woods, maybe of Wisconsin, where they first started. So it says, okay, you have the horse and the carriage, which is fabulous. And then you have the little Ingalls family there. And I think that's their dog next to them. Their dog. And you have the big black bear. If you know the big black bear family that Pa encountered with the big black bear, and you got a quilt hanging on the clothesline. And down at the bottom, you've got Pa's fiddle, like right there. And then lots of other cute samplery stuff. I think it's fabulous. So as soon as Brandy showed it to me, I was like, I love that. We should do a stitch along. And then, of course, the second thought that I had is it made me think of Lori. And so I reached out to Lori. Oh, you do. So I reached out to Lori and I was like, have you seen this? Because it made me think of her. I know that she really likes Little House on the Prairie and she is very connected to prairie life in general. And it's a part of her heritage. And so I reached out to her and I said, have you seen this? Have you seen this before? And she said, yes, I have it. I think I already have it kitted. I have it in my stuff to do. So Lori's going to stitch with us. So we're going to start this in September. The stitch along reservation is online. It's a one and done. It's not a series. So it's just a one and done. September is Sampler September. And so Lori reminded me, because I totally forgot, that last year in September, we started Brick House Sampler. And so this September will be a new sampler start, and we'll do a Prairie Life. Or it's not a Prairie, it's just Prairie Life by Heartstring Samplery. So that is now on the website, and I hope that you guys will join in for that because I think it'll be a fun one to do. I wondered if you would show this, Angela. I did check my website, and I have a start on mine. So Lori's already got a little start, but she's going to stitch it with us in September. I love what that says besides it being beautiful. Yeah, did I read it? I meant to read it. Hold on. So the words say, if I can see it, the real things haven't changed. It is still best to be honest and truthful, to be happy with simple pleasures, and have courage when things go wrong. Love it. I love it. It's beautiful and I love it. Margaret says, love that sampler. How big is that stitch? It is. So it says online, like all the information is online. It's 203 by 203 is what the stitch size is. I love that, says Beth. Is that a Beth twist one? Is there a covered wagon on it? Yes, Colleen. Yes, there is. There is a covered wagon on it. Well, I mean, it's hard to see. This picture is not fabulous, but there's for sure a wagon right there, and I believe it's covered. But it's hard to tell. But I think it's covered. That is a quote. So the verbiage, Lori's telling us that the text on the stitch is a quote from Laura Ingalls Wilder. Lori, do you remember, is that wagon covered? I wish if I had the pattern here, then I could totally tell, but it looks like it's covered, but this picture is just kind of fuzzy when I zoom it in. So I can't see. My goofy family went on to California and got hungry. Oh my goodness. I reserved my spot for this new stitch along. Oh, yay, Susan. Yeah, I think it's covered. Oh, I see. It's a covered wagon. Yeah, I think so. So it's by Heartstring Samplery. I'm excited. I'm excited for that one. That'll be fun. Okay, so that's starting in September. And I hope that you guys will join Lori and I for some fun stitching. Yes, it's a covered wagon. Perfect example of using darker cloth so the white will show up. Oh, cloth. It'll be fun to pick out cloth for that. And you guys, I've reached out to a new cloth supplier. I need to get back to them. We're going to be carrying some new cloths, some new hand-dyed linens. I'm very excited that they said yes. And I just need to place my order with them so that I can start getting it in. So I'm really excited about that. Really excited about it. So I can't wait to get it in and then share it with you guys. It'll be fun picking cloth for that. So expect darker cloth for that. And I think I have it set up that you can choose 16 count Aida or 32 count linen. I will have to 203 by 203. Yeah, so fat quarters should be fine for that. And if you want something other than 16 count or 32 count, just send me an email and I'll try to work through that with you. That was a quote from Laura. Yes, yes. 36 count, says Colleen. I don't know what the count. So I can do that. Yeah. If you want something outside of 16 or 32, it'll just be like a special request. So just send me an email. So you can still sign up for the stitch along and then just send me an email after you sign up to say, I'd like 36 count instead. And then I will do some work to get that for you. Yes. Weeks Dye Works makes floss and cloth. Yep, I do have some Weeks Dye Works cloth in the shop. Our cloth, I'll be honest with you, is a little bit of a mess right now. And so I have a lot of work to do on our cloth situation for the shop. And I'm really looking forward to getting that all organized and inventoried, because then I can start adding more and filling in the holes. Have you ordered this stuff from Nashville that I requested? Not yet. Graham BGAH. Eyes can't. Sandy, I think that they might. I have to look at their information that they sent me more closely. I just glanced at it quickly last week, but I think that they might do Ada as well. And if they do, then I will get a mixture of that in as well, because I know that there are a bunch of people who still prefer 14, 16 count, and so I will always offer that. So whatever new supplier that I go with, because I'm looking to branch out into other cloth suppliers, if they offer 14, 16 count, I'll always get a smattering of that into the shop as well. Yay, Mary! On hand-dyed cloth, I recently got a 32 count Lugana called Limestone. Ooh, the bifocals save you time, therefore you can take French classes, Cindy. Hello, all. I'll need to watch the replay. I swear my family has this time on their radar to call me, Stacy. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. That would be great. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so that's what I have for cross stitch stuff. And now I have some Granny Square stuff to share with you guys. Okay, so my bag is getting fuller and fuller. All right, let me share. This is Granny Square number 1 that I've shared with you guys before. Okay, so we are doing, just to bring everybody up to speed, in case there's anybody new, we are Granny Squaring it up this summer with Lori Holt. And you all know what's in this bag. It is, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. It is my crochet bag. I now have a crochet bag. I have a yarn wall and I have a crochet bag. It's exciting. So this summer we are Granny Squaring it up with Lori Holt. She's doing a Granny Square along starting this summer in June. And we're kind of working our way towards getting ready for it. Gathering supplies, making a few Granny Squares to kind of get up and running and get some practice under our belts. And the official kickoff is at the beginning of June with Lori through her YouTube channel. So I'm super excited about it. I'm starting to carry yarn in the shop. I showed you guys our yarn wall or our chunky thread wall. We got the starter kit, the Granny Square starter kit up and online. Friday night? Yes, it was Friday night because the final thing that I was waiting for arrived and I got an email saying that it had been delivered. I had to take my oldest up and drop her off for Music Man. And I was like, I told you guys that I was going to try to get it online on Friday, that it was going to go live. Actually, I said on Thursday, but the product was delayed. It arrived on Friday and I had told you that I was going to get it online on Friday. And I really felt a strong pull to follow through on that. So after I dropped her off, I went quick to the shop and I was like, I can just really quickly make up, a bunch of Granny Square kits. So I got the bags. I started throwing everything in them, started labeling them, like getting it all done. And then the phone rings and my husband's like, "Where are you? And are you coming back home?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought I could just get this done quick." So the Granny Square starter kits are up and online and they're selling quickly, but please do not freak out if it's sold out by the time you get to happylittlestitchshop.com because I already have more that are in transit to me. So there's already more stuff coming and I'm going to make that into kits as well. Now, the other question has been, are you going to offer each of the items that are in the kit? Are you going to offer those separately? Yes, I will. So on this next shipment that's coming, some of those are going to be set aside for just individual sale. So all of that will be put online once that next shipment arrives. Okay. Sandra, I did get your email about the table topper of the month. And I'm giving the people just a little bit more time to follow through on their invoice. And if they do not, then there will be a couple spots opened up for that. And I have a waiting list started, and so you're on that waiting list. Really love the color combo. Angela, that bag, where did you get it? Sandy, our friend out here, Jen Gregory, she sent it to me. She made it and she sent it to me. It was so nice. And you guys know that I don't make bags. But I love bags. And she was so kind to, I just I was bawling when I got it. Like, it doesn't take much to strike a tender chord with me. And it was super, super nice of her. Every time I'm like, this came from Jen. I just love it. It's fabulous. And it was really, really touched that she sent it. It's a beautiful sampler. Love the bag. So very cute, says Sharon. Cannot wait to Granny Square Along, says Rachel. You're joining this Granny Square Along too. I'll be honest and say that I haven't cross stitched since I started to crochet. So busy with those granny squares. Aren't they fun? They are so addicting to make, but they're fun. So just go with it. Allow yourself some fun. Just go with it. I've been trying to stay strong and not sign up for granny squares. However, at this point, I'm pretty sure that if Lori said we were going to start underwater basket weaving, I would sign up. Tracy, at what point will we use the board mat that comes with it? So that's a good question for Lori. The blocking, I think that she'll go through that on her YouTube once the Granny Square Long starts. So that will be part of it, an important part. And I'm kind of anxious to start blocking as well. But this summer, we'll be blocking away. We're going to have a block party. It's going to be block party summer 2022. Can't wait for the Granny Square Long. We need all sew bags together for our Granny Square. There is a panel for that. Yes, there sure is. And it's coming here. We already have the zippers. The panel will be coming. And I would like those bags as well. So I might need to ask somebody to make them for me. But the panel bags are really, really cute. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to need a few bags at the rate that I'm going. I have 6 done, says Debbie, with 4 rounds. Ordered a couple wheat skeins to see if that's the color I want to use for the 5th round. Awesome. I seem to love everything, Lori. Well, you're in a good place then, Tracy. Especially for your yarn bag and hooks. Yes. Yes. So there is on the panel, there's a crochet, like a yarn bag, and then there's a little hook bag too, and they are adorable. I wish I had the storyboard here because I would show you, but they're super cute, Rachel. I'm in for the underwater basket weaving too. So this bag is not from a panel. This is just made by our friend Jen. But there is a panel that is coming, and I don't have the storyboard here, but I have it online. Do I have it online? I feel like I might have it online for Notify Me. Hold on. Hold, please. It's probably called Crochet Panel. Yeah, Happy Crochet Bags panel. Coming soon. Let me show you. Okay, so here's the panel. You have this side makes the crochet bag, and then over here, this makes the little hook bag. And hold on, I'll show you pictures of both of the bags finished because they're out here. Here's the crochet bag. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. I'm going to need that. And then here is the hook bag, and it says hooked on crochet. And that one is adorable as well. So that panel is coming to Happy Little Stitch Shop. Block party. It's going to be a block party. It's going to be fun. Summer is the perfect time for it. I feel the same way. If Lori says I need it, then I need it. My birthday is next week and I want all things Lori Holt, says Sharon. I'm not sure I can get all the things I want. I have a very long list. I can relate to that. I thought it was of your shop. Oh, I don't know what pic I posted. And I want one of every color of the chunky thread. Are you going to offer? Yes, I am. Susan, once the 6 new colors get released in June, I will be offering a full, bundle. It'll be a bundle of all of the chunky thread. I'm trying to, like, gather all the ones that are out in enough of a quantity that because some of them go on back order and, but I'm trying to stay ahead of that so that by the time those other 6 release, then I will have all of the colors to be able to make a bundle. So yes, that's the plan. Can't wait to make those, says Jen. Those bags. I'm loving all your panels so much. Genius. Total genius. Years ago, I started granny square afghan. I got as far as the first square and just kept going. The result is one large granny square afghan on a spare bed. Do you love it? I bet that I would love it to have you here with us each week. It makes us feel like we really know you, says Debbie. Okay, so let me keep sharing. That's the first one. Then I made another one. That too, it's the first project that I made with my chunky thread yarn. And then I started to have my kids pick colors that they wanted. So the kids are kind of getting involved in it. And my middle daughter picked the colors for this one. So those are her colors. She picked those. And then my oldest picked these. So everybody's kind of picking something. And then I can't remember if my youngest picked these or if I just did it. I can't remember. I feel like maybe I just did this one on my own. So I have 5 blocks done. 5 blocks. You just pick it up, do a quick block. So I'm starting to get a little stack of blocks, which is kind of cool. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you guys, Lori says they're looking fabulous. Thank you. It looks like you were very organized already. It looks pretty. Thank you, Cindy. We do keep plugging away at it. There's still more to organize, but it's coming along. It's coming along. Carrie says you're on a roll with those granny squares. So beautiful. Thank you. It would be fun to make some sort of choosing game to come up with random color combos. Yeah. So the 5 squares done. So they'll just keep picking. I think the girls are having more fun with it because I was like, do you guys want to pick? And they were like, oh, yeah. Like they were really excited about it. The boys might depend on the day with the boys, but I keep adding more and more colors. So right now, I just have so many colors. Okay, so this is how they come in the skeins. This is peony. This is basil, really pretty. This one is also very, very pretty. It's called Peacock. They look great, Angela. Thank you, Lisa. And this one is pumpkin. It's very pretty. Then this is what I've started to do with the others. And I will be honest with you. So Lori did this on her Granny Square tutorial. So if you search YouTube for Lori Holt Granny Square tutorial, she shows you that she winds her skeins into balls. Ooh, Lori's already thought of it, Rachel. So Lori says, I actually have something like that, a choosing game coming up in June during the Granny Square Long. So it's coming. Stay tuned. So I will be honest with you. The big draw for doing this for me was a cute factor. And here is why. Lori has a little bowl that is a yarn bowl. I think it's called a yarn bowl. I don't know. Is it called a yarn bowl, Lori? And I showed it to my mom because I thought it was just the cutest thing ever. I was like, that's such a cute idea. Because I remember when my mom crocheted, she crocheted my whole life. She made all of us crocheted Afghans when we went to college. We all picked our color. And she just made everybody an Afghan to take to college with them. And so she would constantly be sitting on the couch crocheting, and her yarn would just be flopping around on the couch next to her. And so I showed her the bowl and I said, "Oh, isn't this a cute idea?" And she was like, "Oh my gosh, that is darling." And yes, I wish I would have had that, because she could have had it right on the table next to her, instead of she'd pull on the yarn and it'd flop around next to her, which was fine. But it was really, really, Lori's bowl was super cute. So I was not going to do this until I saw that bowl. I was just going to have floppy yarn next to me like my mom did when I was growing up, until I saw that bowl and I thought, "Oh, that bowl is so cute." So the big draw for this for me is that uh to get a cute bowl for it to go in. So Lori says it's my granddaughter's favorite thing to do when she comes over is wind my yarn into cakes. So that's exactly what my little one is loving right now. I was going to tell you that yesterday. I can't remember if I did tell you that yesterday, but I got one of the things, the yarn ball winder. I just got it on Amazon, which looks like this. And we've kind of turned it into our own little project that we do together. So we wind the balls on here, you attach it to a table, and she loves doing this. Like, she gets such a kick out of it. She goes really fast. And one time she went so fast, the thing flew off, and she was like, "Oh no," at first. And I started laughing because it just like flew off, and she thought that that was really funny. So, but then I had to like have her not try to make the ball of yarn fly off the winder. But so we do this, and it's like a little fun thing that we do, and it makes her part of the project, and she loves it, and she feels kind of cool and special because she gets to do it with me, and the older kids don't. So I got this through Amazon, and then you guys, I got this little bowl. Let me show you. I've had my kids pick colors for mine too, says Beth. I got the cutest Huckleberry. Are you serious? You got this sheep yarn bowl from Amazon? Did you see that my video a couple weeks ago when I showed my crochet that I discovered that my enamel mugs? I did see that. I did, because you were not at home. So Lori also said that her enamel mugs, if you are on the go, this is a perfect option as a yarn bowl as well. I did see that you shared that they fit in the mugs. But Huckleberry, is this the one? So this is the little yarn bowl that I found on Amazon that I thought was too cute. It's adorable. And the thing that I really like about it is not only is it cute, but it Huckleberry. We have the same one. That is so funny. So everybody, it's on Amazon. I could easily start collecting yarn bowls without a doubt. I actually almost had one of these sent to you, Lori, because I thought of you as soon as I saw it, and I thought it was super, super cute. I didn't know you collected them though. This could have gone in your collection. I could easily see collecting these things. They're so darling. And I love the one that you painted too. So I was kind of drawn towards that. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just do that because I really like, but then I saw this one and it was so cute. And the thing that I love about it is that the yarn comes out of it so easily. You don't have a skein of yarn flopping around next to you. The inside is glazed, and so it's very smooth, and the yarn turns very easily in there. And then the thread comes out the back, and all you have to do is just give a little tug, and you've got, a bunch of yarn to do more. So not only I got into it because of the cute factor, and I'm actually loving it because of how functional it is and how practical it is. So cute factor got me started on it, and I'm loving it because it actually works. Like it provides a function that I feel helps with the process. So Lori collects yarn balls. Yarn balls are the entire new collection activity for you. I've been known to use my car cup holder as a yarn bowl. I adore it. Sheep are my favorite, says Huckleberry. I have probably 10 already. See, I need to start collecting yarn bowls. I just one more thing to collect. I actually don't have a lot of collections. So when I was little, I used to collect stamps. 10 years ago, I had a double hip replacement, says Galen. I was knitting socks while I recuperated, and I used the winder and multiple yarn bowls because I would knit 2 socks at the same time. I was like, why are you whispering? Was I whispering? Sometimes I whisper. And sometimes I get really excited. And it might hurt your ears, but I cannot contain my crafting excitement. So don't ask me to. I also have that sheep yarn bowl. You do? It's so cute. What was the winder you showed? So I just picked one off of Amazon. I tried to pick one that looked kind of similar to the one that Lori had because she uses it and it works. And so I trust that. I feel more comfortable going into it with somebody's experience behind it versus just blindly choosing. So I tried to pick something that kind of looked like Lori's, but I think she got hers a long time ago. And so this one is called Craft Destiny Yarn Ball Winder. And it works really good. Like, it's nothing fancy. But I've only done a few skeins of yarn, but so far, so good. No problems. I like it. The one showing all the neat shelves of fabric on Instagram. Oh yeah, that's our shop. So we were highlighted. Our shop was highlighted or featured. We were the shop feature for Little House Needleworks Facebook group this weekend, which was very exciting for them to feature us. And yes, that was one of the pictures from right after we moved into the shop, actually, because I didn't have updated ones and I had to get it to her quickly. So yes, that was one of the pictures that I shared for the shop feature. So that's what that was, Cindy. I have a garage full of yarn and gadgets for crochet and knitting. Time to pull them out, Valeria. Look behind you and show me how you don't have a collection. Colleen. What collection? I don't have a collection. I have a collection of chickens growing behind me and cute little mini series blocks. Whispering is what I should do when I get excited. I know, me too. It was so fun for you. I've shown videos of Sophie winding my yarn into cakes on my Instagram before. Oh, have you? I have not seen those. But it was perfect. She was so excited to do it. And I thought, yeah, you can help with this. This will be good. Be good for you to do. And I think you can wind it on your own. And it was easy enough. Like there's not a ton of tension. And so she could do it on her own. And she got quite a kick out of it. And she has been waiting for me to get more skeins, which I now have, so that she can wind some more. She was like, when can we do more yarn balls? She was very excited. I saw the feature. I was so excited for you. Thank you, Huckleberry. I was excited too. Okay, so that was a lot of stuff to share with you guys today, but I was super excited to share the bowl of the little sheep. And apparently I need to start a yarn bowl collection. It's very, very cute. Very cute. Doing my last piece chicken. Bok bok. Your last one? You've done all 12? Are you still thinking about doing the applique one as well? You guys, my little one is trying to steal my chicken salad quilt. I'm going to share with you on Thursday because I made something for her and then I'm just going to share it all with you on Thursday. It was very funny. It cracked me up. So don't let me forget to share that with you on Thursday. Barbecue chicken for dinner tonight, says Colleen. Okay, so I do have a giveaway for today. Oh, darn it. I forgot to pull something for the drawing for next week. I thought I would have something here, but I don't. So I'm going to have to pull something for the drawing for next week. But today we're drawing for this. We are giving away Lori Holt's brand new Prairie Bonnet Needle Minder. Yes and yes. Oh, you are. Okay, so you're done already with the pieced version, all of your chickens, and you are going to do the applique version, which is so cute. I love these chickens. Well, maybe the chicken should be payment for all her mail runs. That's true. That's true. She does do a mail run almost every day. She pushes that wagon down to the post office, and sometimes she tries to go so fast. She pushes, and I'm like, running, literally running. Everybody thinks we're always late to the post office because she pushes that thing and makes me run. I say, "You don't have to push it. We're going downhill." She goes, "Oh, okay." I actually made the recipe that I shared on my blog today for dinner tonight. I got to look and see what the recipe is. And you guys, I think I shared with you that all of Lori's recipes are going to be going into our Stitching with Lori Club cookbook recipe swap. So I need to look at that one. I saw your haystacks one from last week and I thought, oh, my kids would like that. I should do that for them. How cute. Love it. Ooh, gotta go look, says Colleen. It's the end of our visit, but I'm excited to see you guys tonight. Yes. Okay. So yes, here is the bonnet needle minder. And sewing my borders today. Oh my gosh, Susan, you flew right along. And the winner of the Prairie Bonnet Needle Minder is Karen Eddy. Yes, this is a piece of interfacing that I wrote this on. Karen Eddy. Congratulations, Karen. Please contact me at happylittlestitchshop@gmail.com to claim your bonnet, and I will get it out in the mail to you. So please send me an email to claim your prize, and I will get it out in the mail to you this week. Huckleberry, working on number 12 now that I need to put together, and yes, planning on the applique version also. I cannot wait to see both. Congratulations, Karen. Yay. Okay, so I will see you guys tonight for making Edna. I'm going to try to cut up her pieces now so that they're ready to go. And thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember to give us a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to our Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel. And please follow Happy Little Stitch Shop on Instagram or Facebook and join our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook group. We would love to have you there. And as always, thank you so, so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate you taking time out of your day to hang out with me for a little bit. Lori, we're going to be doing it at 7:30 Central Time. So I think that's 6:30 your time, maybe. So 7:30, we're going to make Edna together. I'm so excited to get some sewing time in with you guys. And I like doing these chickens at the beginning of the week. It seems to just go smoother for me in my schedule. It is, Rachel. The bonnet is perfect for the Prairie Life sampler that we're going to be stitching in September. So just one more, like you needed more reasons, but just another reason to get this Prairie bonnet in your life. Okay, we'll try to be there or be Granny Square. Yes, Lori. Okay, have a fabulous afternoon, you guys. I will see you tonight. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hugs to you, Lori Holt. Thank you for joining us today. And I will see you guys all tonight. Take care, everybody. Happy stitching.